Hi everyone, this is Char with Ariana Stark. This is a pick a card reading for the week starting from 22nd to 28th June 2026. We have two messages here. This is trust and only time will tell is pile B. So viewers, you can pause the video and decide intuitively which pile you're being drawn to. We do have the timestamp in the description box in case you want to proceed and go directly to your reading. Feel free to do just that. Now, let's just get down to your reading. If you who pick the card, trust, pilot, transformation occurs through acceptance, it says. Once you accept the situation, there is room for change. You also need to trust the process. Maybe you're also someone who is in two minds about a particular relationship or with respect to business transactions. So this is also something which could come up in the course of the week. The first card for pile A, I do have the Five of Pentacles. So like I said, you may be deliberating about financial transactions and whether you can trust a person or not. So this Five of Pentacles is asking you to be vigilant. Maybe you should not give away all your trade secrets. A question of principles could also arise this week. Sometimes, there's no system and order on the work front, and that could also frustrate you. So maybe patience is also going to be the key for you. I do have the Four of Pentacles. Again, you're reading. This is the earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo are the signs that you could be dealing with. I think you need to stay grounded. Even if you have money at your disposal, it may not be enough. So that is also something which you need to keep in mind. Sometimes you could even misplace your belongings. So pile A, be careful where you keep your things. Co-workers may not be as systematic, or people around your home may not be putting in the effort that you require from them. I think you need to re-examine your moves. Sometimes plan A doesn't work and we have to look at an alternative here. Opportunities may not be to your liking. I think you also need to keep all your taxation issues or records with respect to bookkeeping in order. I also have the Eight of Cups in the reading. So this person is walking away from an unhealthy situation. Maybe your moods could also fluctuate on account of what's going on around you. I think you need to shut the door on situations which are ugly, unhealthy. Even if you feel the loss, I think closure is something which you are seeking. Nevertheless, I think pile A, you're also being asked to be on the move. I do have Lenormand's ship also in your reading, which is talking about travel. So some of you could be making travel plans this week. You could be at the crossroads with respect to certain incidents and situations in your life. That's why you need to trust the situation and allow it to unfold. Now your health could also take a beating because of the low vibrations, or people around you could also frustrate you, exasperate you. Physically and mentally you could be drained. Even with respect to your love life, I think some of you could be having arguments with your person. I think the key is to maintain your cool, maintain your composure. Some of you could be at the crossroads with your relationship. Incidentally, I also have this card. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. Even if the other person is turning his back to the relationship, I think there's an inexplicable bond that is there which needs to be cherished. Maybe some of you also need to travel to meet your person this week. Maybe you don't have the means or the resources to make that travel plans. That is why you could be facing a dilemma of sorts. Nonetheless, pile A, you need to keep your chin up. You need to understand that certain situations arise in our life to make us better prepared for the future. I hope pile A, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time. Those of you who picked pile B, these are your messages for the week starting from 22nd to 28th June 2026. Now you do have the card only time will tell, so patience is the key. I think in an existing romantic connection or in case of situations that you find yourself in, I think time is the biggest revealer here. So time could put your relationship to test too this week. Now the first card in this reading is the Queen of Swords. Now she is someone who is going to be very business-like, very professional. So the week starts off on a note where you're going to put your best foot forward when it comes to work. I think your work ethic is going to be on point. Business transactions, your focus, technical work, negotiations is also on the cards. I think you're also someone who is going to be very firm when it comes to clients or patrons. You don't like anyone stepping on your toes or on your feet, so you will put boundaries and limitations on others who overstep. There could also be business meetings lined up or office events for that matter. The other card in this reading is the Two of Cups. So reunions are also on the cards pile B. I think you need to relax at times. You need to take it easy. Even if you're going to be on your toes with respect to work, you'll be content and quite happy with the output or with your productivity. With the Seven of Swords also in your reading, again, you're dealing with the air signs. Your mental faculties are going to allow you to sail through situations which are demanding. I think your quick thinking will help you make inroads. Maybe you're also dealing with someone who's like a thief in the night. Sometimes it is prudent or advisable for us to accept our mistakes, to acknowledge any wrongdoing on our part, as it allows us to overcome those situations rather than create awkward pauses in our relationships. Some of you could also feel isolated, whether on the home front or within the workspace. This is also the time to make investments, to shop. I also have the card Journey, which is talking about the need for you to travel, to make travel plans. Maybe some of you are also commuting great distances. The fish from Lenormand also talks about material abundance here. So opportunity is for the taking, so strike while the iron is hot. Other than that, I also have this card, I will come back for you. So many of you are dealing with an on again, off again relationship or some kind of distance in a relationship which you need to overcome. This person definitely values you and will come back, but this person is also traveling. That's why there's a distance. That's why you're saying goodbyes to each other, but this could be a temporary separation. Evidently, the final message also talks about some kind of deception with the mask. Maybe you're dealing with two-faced people. Pile B. I think you should, like I said, turn a deaf ear to people who question your moves, who distrust you. As by and large, it is going to be a good week from 22nd to 28th June 2026. I hope I'll be lecture reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.